I can't imagine a more selfless action than giving up all that you have. Most of the people in the world are concerned with getting more and more, and making sure that they and their children are comfortable. And there's certainly an element of stewardship here in which God would have us to take care of those that He's entrusted us with. But to give up all that we have is to recognize that there are people outside of ourselves and our families that need provision as well. So I think it takes a very wise and compassionate man to care for his family, while also teaching them and leading them to be selfless and giving up all that they can to care for those who desperately need their help. In addition to giving up our stuff, the next level of being selfless is to give up our very selves. This is a level of selflessness that I can hardly fathom, and yet many in history have done exactly this. Lottie Moon, a Southern Baptist missionary, literally starved to death because she saw the needs of the poor all around her and shared her personal finances and food with them, sacrificing her own health in the process. But in both of these things, giving up our stuff and giving up our very selves, we need to have love. Doing these things without love is completely missing the point of doing these things at all. Being selfless isn't the goal in itself. It doesn't earn us anything to be selfless. We gain nothing by being selfless. In fact, we literally lose everything. But when there's love involved, we gain everything. We gain friends. We gain a more fulfilled life. We gain rewards in heaven. Love makes all the difference. But we're not to have some vague feeling of love when we do these things. And we're not just to have a love for the people around us. We need to have a burning love for God that compels us to love our neighbor. God is the greatest, most pure, most lovely, most beautiful, and He rightfully ought to be the object of our love. And if we truly love Him, then we will also love the creatures that He's made. And in doing this, we imitate God Himself. Because God sent Jesus, who gave away all that He had. When Jesus came to the earth, He gave up His throne, His dignity, and ultimately His life. He laid down His life for us, so that we might trust in Him and be saved. And He did all of this with the greatest love imaginable. Love for us and love for His glory. Do you love people the way that God calls you to love? What needs to change in your life so that you do? Remember how God has loved you, and make your whole life about loving Him as well. God bless you, and see you tomorrow.